Hello, everyone. Welcome to Art Salon. I'm Elle Schorr. This is our second annual Basel Through Our Eyes. Last year, we did this for the first time, and we found that each of the people who did a presentation about what their experiences had been, what their favorite pieces were, had something really helpful to add to our overall understanding of what the fairs are about. They've become a major force in South Florida. Our next presenter is Ray Neubert. I know Ray as a photographer, but he has since transitioned into being a painter, and you'll see his work in many places and locally. He had been an art educator in the local school system for many years.
We went to Art Basel for 4 days. We didn't go last year. We sort of wanted to stay away. I had spent the year before during Art Basel at Red Dot. It was a horrendously wonderful and horrible experience the whole time, and I wouldn't be who I am today if I hadn't have done it. So I'm glad I did it, but it was nice not being there last year. So I'm glad Red Dot this year was better. We had 4 days. We were staying at the 6060 super discounted because they're redecorating hotel, not on the ocean, but on the Intracoastal, with beautiful views of people rowing on their boats and all that kind of stuff. And it was walking distance of Nada. We were 3 blocks away from Nada. And our friend Aurre had sort of recommended we go see Nada, and I didn't know Nada from Dada, so why not? And we got there, and it was the afternoon, maybe 2 or 3 in the afternoon, and I was just captured by just the spirit of it. Someone tonight was talking about the sound of air in a cave, and it reminded me of Carnegie Hall the first time I was there. The sound of the space at Carnegie Hall, the feeling that you get, and that's what I got out of Nada. And I loved it, and I just was completely captured by it. And didn't have my camera with me, but I decided if I had time, I would go back and do a shoot of it. And that's what we did. We went to Art Basel, and we went all the different places we could go, and I can't remember all of them. And they were crowded, and they were noisy, and they were filled with stuff that I couldn't get captured by. Of course, I got captured by things, but I just wanted to get back to Nada. So on Sunday morning, we weren't going to be going anywhere but checking out of the hotel. So we went over to, I think it's the Deauville where it was, and it was just spectacular. And what I loved about it were the people, who they were, the artists, whether they were there or not, the gallery people. Everybody was engageable. If you wanted to talk to somebody, you just looked at something and they came over and you just started talking. I'm not going to talk about the art because I don't go to art to see other people's art. I go to feel it. I don't go to find artists that I love because the only artist that I'm ever going to love is myself. And that's what it's all about. I am where I want to be in my art, and I don't want anybody to influence me. When I was at art school, I was there for a year and a half, and I loved what I was learning, but I started seeing what I was learning in my work, and it wasn't me, it was someone else. I loved Frankenthaler, and there she was in something that I was doing. The different people that I saw came up inside me, and I just could not tolerate that. So I stopped looking at art, I stopped seeking art, and only since I met Charles and he knows so much about art, I had to go to art museums with him. I started being able to learn how to look at art without letting it overly influence me. And then when I came into what I consider my mature art, my own personal mature art, I knew I could tolerate other people's art and not be overly influenced by it. And that's what I do now when I look at art. But the people here were so open and so exciting and modest. I don't think they were, I don't know why they were all there. I don't know what they were all about. People would catch me taking pictures of them, and some people would ignore me, and some people would start engaging with me with the camera. I love people, and I love words, and that is what goes in my art.